welcome back to Dusk and Doom! I'm gonna do that every time now. Today we're joined with by Atlas. We find at the start of this session, we find ourselves inside of the sewers of Chrysalis. Your characters have cleared all of the rooms. You've defeated all of the monsters that you found in these stinking halls and corridors, and you are currently the only remaining thing in the dungeon that feels like a threat in this area at this time is a ghost. The ghost of Elegy. A strange upside-down floating Aarakocra that has attacked you but is currently sealed behind the magical enchantments of this room. There's an unopened treasure chest inside of that room that was also protected with runes, and the runes seem to be able to contain Elegy in this place somehow. You were tasked with a 200.
My notes say 100 if proof of death.
Yes.
500 if alive.
Okay, thank you for keeping thank you for keeping track of that. This is what Elegy looks like for reference in the near future. What was I saying?
We were tasked with the bounty for finding either the bodies or proof of death.
With rescuing was your primary task if Elegy was still alive. Providing proof of death if she was not.
Well, he killed me. I don't know if there's any more proof of death that we need. So.
It's right now you don't have anything to bring back.
Right.
Apart, there are some spells that can check if you're lying or not. But getting somebody to cast that spell for you would cost might cost part of the 100 gold that you are
trying to get.
Yeah. Can we have the sewer sounds be a little bit louder, please? Thank you. Cool. As your three characters are deciding what to do, you feel a cold wind coming through the passages of the sewers. Your whatever you're using for as a light source flicker, and the darkness seems to grow deeper right before Atlas's character shows up. Atlas, what is your... can you describe your character, please?
Well, right now my character is, so the disembodied, art from Wizards of the Coast is, this little celestial friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something like that.
It's very astral plane.
I think it's shimmery.
Yeah.
And, ghostly. It looks like a long-haired dude lived in the forest.
Okay. Before you were disembodied, what species were you?
Human.
Okay, cool.
Do you have a name?
I'm calling the character Omen right now.
Okay.
It's not actually his name, but I'm
That's what we're going with for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very mountain man vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What pronouns does Omen use?
He and they.
Okay. Okay, let's have everybody introduce what their characters look like and what you're doing as you're settling down in this room that is a lot of tables with food having been thrown on the ground, and the bodies of like 4 different kobolds. Also, write in your equipment how many ball bearings and caltrop bags you got.
Yes.
Thank you.
Didn't we put those into the bag of colding?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah. Llewellyn. 5'10", absolutely tattered robes that are mostly dissolved with combinations of fire and acid throughout the day. Is very frail looking. Has sort of that saggy skin of used to be like kind of built and is now like a shadow of his former self. Sort of jaundiced looking, but still has that bright intelligence behind his eyes. Sees a very sparkly, sort of see-through ghost come through, levels a staff with a flickering light cantrip at the point of it and says, "Another one? How many ghosts are we going to have to fight? What's your thing? Who are you?"
The staff has like you see that it whatever like crystal or thing it has at the tip to concentrate your divine magic is kind of like partially hanging off because it took acid damage earlier that day, and it is in a bad shape.
I have a bow. Can I use my bow to poke the staff to see if I break it?
Sure, yeah.
Comes out swinging.
So like to poke it as in like with the bow itself.
Mm-hmm. Like prodding.
Yeah. You prod. You find yourself corporeal,
mm-hmm.
but the staff itself does not break at this time.
Okay.
What does? Can you describe
Yes.
Eerie, please?
Eerie Caliburn, he is a druid. He's a noble druid, so he has a past of being a prince, but he's kind of like forgotten. And he's gone through like transitions and changes, and now he's a Shadarkai. So he is like 5'7", so like he's like more on like the petite side, but he can kind of wild shape into larger beasts. He is pretty sweet-natured, and he has like kind of curly hair with like kind of white woven in with the brown from the transition changes. He has very pale skin with an olive undertone, and he has a gem in the middle of his forehead that always kind of glows. It's been kind of like engraved in there, so he can't really move it. He kind of like touches it when he's like stressed out, things like that. And you can tell he's very youthful, but because of his going from a something else to a Shadarkai, he is kind of sunken in and kind of undead looking. But yeah, he's on the other side of the room, ritual casting detect magic to see if the area is fine, and he kind of feels something, turns around and sees Omen, because that's like kind of what he detected, was like magical being.
You're almost done with the ritual when Omen arrives. Do you finish the ritual? It's gonna take you a minute. Do you let the others talk and like if a fight breaks out or something like this, do you want to still be in the ritual until you say otherwise to finish, and I can tell you if you detect anything or not?
Erie's gonna finish the ritual casting. His kind of gem is glowing, and he's like, oh, he feels that he's almost there. So he's like at attention, and he's like kind of listening in, but he's also focusing on the cast.
Okay, cool. In this case, you are going to detect multiple magical items inside of the book from every school of from every school of magic, but mostly enchantment magic.
What is the book?
Yeah,
So
it's a journal.
the book is currently being held by Peregrino. It's been found in the dungeon at in one of the trap chests last sessions. It's not yet been opened or looked through. Peregrino is a character of a player who left. So I'm gonna describe what happens to Peregrino as soon as there is a short and long rest. But he's an Aarakocra with like leather armor and a huge double-headed axe.
So my character is Demetria. She's a fighter, and she's an Eladrin. So she's an Eladrin of the Winter Court. So she's like tall with icy blue skin and like, no, not icy blue skin, like the color of ice. Her skin's like ice colored. I don't know how better to describe it. Like kind of blue, but more on like a silvery edge. And then her hair is long and it's like the color of the deep part of a glacier is like very, very vibrant blue. She's kind of, I don't know, I would describe her as like pompous. She thinks very highly of herself and very lowly of other people. So whenever you show up, she was just like on the brink of death from another ghost. So she screams and hides behind Lou for a second, and then she like comes back to herself. She's like, okay, all right. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
What are you?
This ghost does not seem immediately hostile. The weapon that it presented, it's not like drawing an arrow. It was just like using it as a stick to poke the... So, what are your characters?
Peace, Demetria.
Trying over here, all right? Okay.
You are no ghost, are you?
He tries to talk and he can't.
What is the...
Do
the
you mean
magic here?
no sound comes out?
Yeah.
Okay, but the lips are moving?
Yes.
It's trying to say something to us.
May I touch you?
Why would you want to touch it? It's like a ghost.
Llewellyn sort of puts his hands behind his back, sort of clasps them behind his back, and starts like just pacing around and observing.
He keeps his eyes on you.
What do I see as I sort of do the full circuit around you?
So, you said I'm like partially embodied. How existy am I?
You, I feel like you're probably still settling into this reality, but based on like, but you're fully corporeal at this time. Like you could give yourself a push to enter the ethereal plane, but you know that would require energy you won't like have for a while once you use it. And yeah, like becoming solid means that you start to like experience gravity more. That sort of like you're starting to feel your own weight. You're able to like touch the ground beneath your feet, and also you start to smell the sewers of Chrysalis. I'm actually gonna need everybody here to make a Constitution saving throw. Difficulty 8.
This is so stanky.
This is where I'll be throwing my dice, so I don't know if maybe you might want to move your phone to a safer
Oh, sorry.
place. No problem. I just didn't want to crack your phone screen with my metal dice that I'm about to use.
10.
Oh, too many crickets. I rolled a 4.
Do you add?
Oh, for Constitution? Oh, look at that. I add 2.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, no, Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
Right.
I do add 4.
So
yes!
you add your yeah, there you go.
Woo!
Rolled a 6.
Okay. Eerie, like at the sight of the kobolds around the place, gives up his lunch, his breakfast. I'm good.
Eerie actually doesn't eat because of the gems in Chrysalis.
Oh,
Gems.
that means okay. So the restriction I described last time, if you want to be one of the people with those gems, is you need to stay. You need to regularly in a place that is full of those crystals to like get your like to be replenished. So it's okay that you are if you want to do it like this, then we can say your character no longer consumes any rations, but you can only take a short or long rest in a place that has those crystals. So it's up to you whether you want to be one of the people affected by this.
Okay, I'm gonna say, I guess we don't know when we're gonna see those crystals. So.
There's some in this dungeon.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are they?
You weren't
The
here.
secret passage that you took on your way in that had like a weird dwarf in it was full of those crystals. So it was like you grabbed a snack on your way through here, and you know that the mines below and near Avalon have those crystals in abundance. It was the main export of the town. So there are places in town that you can rest in, but here you need to find one of the like a room that has a decent amount of those in order to take your short or long rest. Are you okay with that?
Maybe could I guess Eerie be able to, like, if he needs to get energy from food, he can. Okay.
No. Remember, you described that lore of they couldn't go back to eating food once they once they transitioned to crystals in session 0.
Ooh, he quotes the original texts.
Like this was one of your decisions that I'm
And are these crystals, like, could I take the crystals with me, or is
yeah. You do.
Okay.
You just need like a decent amount of them. I would say 20 kilos worth in order to be like constantly eating. Huh?
Is that a lot?
Yes.
44 pounds.
How many
It's a
pounds?
pack worth. Yeah.
44 pounds?
Just imagine you like clanking along.
20 kilos, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're all dumb Americans over here, Simon. We don't know how
I'm
to
an engineer, I have to translate.
I think because because we've established that you have that crystal, and you said it's one of the crystals from here. I'm totally fine with that. So so normally your character would have given up the meal if you'd eaten anything recently. instead, like you, instead you just like have that gag reflex that comes with being a biological creature, but like nothing apart from maybe a little bit of dust comes out. You haven't had to use your digestive system in ages. Okay. Everybody else passed the Constitution
11.
saving throw? All right. You see that on the side, I think that's where we ended the last session. Pellegrino tries some of the kobold food, and after a shriek is like, "Oh, they can't cook here," and just gives up his lunch.
Ugh.
So,
His sewer lunch.
So am I still in casting, or is that done?
you finish casting, and you detect Peregrino is just hanging out with a bunch of like what feels like a dozen magical items, all in the same pocket. You also are going to detect the.
The decanters.
So that's going to be conjuration. The bag of colding is going to be
Transmutation?
I like it because it's a portal to like an extra dimensional space. It's also going to be conjuration,
Circular blasting?
and evocation. Absolutely.
Is that in here somewhere?
No, I've not printed it yet.
Okay.
But yeah. Thank you.
So my character, Demetria, is going to be looking at Omen from afar and notice that they have a bow. So I'm going to walk up to you and I'm going to say, I see you have a bow. Are you any good with that? Would you like to play some archery with me?
Place.
Ooh.
See who's better.
Omen nods.
Okay. See on the table at the far end of the table. There is that thing that's supposed to be, I'm assuming, a roast duck.
You see the creature described by Demetria has entirely too many protrusions coming out of it, like fleshy protrusions, to be what you would like comfortably describe as a duck. But apart from that, the rest of its shape is
I
duck-like.
might uncomfortably describe it as a duck. I might uncomfortably describe it as a duck. That's what you're saying. Got it.
You could definitely describe it as might once have been a duck.
Okay. Okay. I draw my bow.
Seeing this contest progress, Llewellyn goes and checks on Eerie. Hey, you good?
Roll
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
attack rolls
I'm good.
with your bows, please. And for flesh, I'm gonna say that the I think it's like 12 for wood. Let me check up on that real quick. Let's see.
I'm out of +7. Come on.
Gotta find out if they're any good at fighting or not, okay?
Whoa. 25 to hit.
Nice. You hit it like you basically get your arrow through the throat and have it come out of the other side, like ready for roasting another time.
Yeah. Omen looks at you and like his face is mostly blank, but there's like a little bit of smugness.
I look at you with respect. And then I take my own shot, and I rolled a 21. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you hit it in the eye, or yeah, you hit it in the eye. The shot is not quite as elegant, but you're both very good marksmen.
You get a small nod. You get a...
Instant buds.
I think Eerie is on the other side, kind of like Demetria and Lou over, and like to get in a huddle to see what we're gonna do about this new guy. We're just kind of like, no, we're like,
I don't think we should fuck with him. He's
a good fighter.
I mean,
I think we need him.
Peregrino is like Peregrino is going to come over and be like, hey, I'm also part of actually, you know what, I'm gonna go and read this thing. And Peregrino starts to like look through this little book.
Well, and sort of in the huddle, gestures his head over towards this spectral mountain guy, and goes, I mean, looks like they can handle themselves.
They know how to shoot an arrow. They've earned respect from me.
My question is, we got, I mean, between Peregrino and new guy and us, what are the chances we can take that ghost on? Hang out a minute, get to feeling a little bit better, take a short rest, and maybe we got enough to get it. I mean, I'm all out of juice, but
maybe I think so. I mean, I did see the ghost blast Demetria, which is kind of spooky, but I do have
Super spooky.
necrotic resistance.
Oh, Chandra kind gun.
I didn't know that. I was taking the hit for you.
Well, immediately
I was
becomes
protecting
more
you.
interested in this idea. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Rest and a plan, and we can take the ghost. Hey, do you have any issues with like fighting ghosts? Is that like too?
Like a conflict of interest.
Do you want to not fight a ghost?
Do you think that you would
Okay.
have any advantages to fighting a ghost? Sounds like no.
I think we got ourselves a player.
What? How did you find yourself here? And are you interested in joining us?
I'll ask you again. Is it okay if I touch you? And then this time, Llewellyn's hand glows with just a little spark of divine energy.
Ellen nods cautiously.
Llewellyn's hand reaches out, touches your shoulder. It's guidance, 1d4 to ability checks, but with the intent of like trying to draw you fully into the world here.
Make a religion check.
Me?
Lou?
Look.
5.
+0.
5?
Yep.
You actually feel your fingers sinking into Omen for a second, and feel as if you're like having the opposite effects. But you also don't find yourself powerful enough to fully push him into the ethereal realm.
I think Llewellyn sees this as having not the right effect and says, and backs away, takes a couple steps back, concerned, and goes, I don't know what you are, but if you're willing to help us, I'm willing to try and help you.
I'm reading the wild shape, and you keep the necrotic resistance in your wild shape, and I...
You get those back on short rests?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Baldur's Gate 3 thing, and
When I played as a druid, it was short rest.
Sorcery points are long rests, unfortunately.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm pretty sure those are short rests.
yeah. You regain expanded uses when you. Damn, druids truly are the strongest base
I
class.
love a moon druid.
The Circle of Spores was really fun to play too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Your characters start to settle down to rest. You see Peregrino writes a little something in the notebook, and then later everybody make a perception check for me.
You can add that 1d4 to your
Oh,
perception check.
I rolled a 9.
11.
10.
6.
Oh, wait, not 10. It's 6, and then 8, and then 1 before.
11.
Yes.
11. Okay, cool. You you're the only one who spots that Peregrino is tearing apart 2 pages that seem to have been stuck together somehow. Before Peregrino starts to read those pages and then starts to drops the book on the next page, runs out, and this is the campaign.
Peregrino, what? Okay.
I don't like the look of that book.
I don't either. Maybe let's have one of the guides read it.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, all right. Who picks it up?
Llewellyn telekinetically raises it from the floor and just sees if anything bad happens before actually touching it physically.
Nothing bad happens. Nothing weird happens.
Do you have
He will reach out, and his physically touching it is to close.
Okay. I would like for you to make a saving throw. No, I'm kidding.
Closes it, and looks at the rest of you. Takes some twine or something, and just wraps it once around this way, once around this way, just to make sure it stays closed.
Yeah.
And
I have some leather in my bag, in my equipment, so I'm going to offer here, wrap it in this.
takes the sheet of leather and binds it thoroughly.
Sounds good.
And says, "Okay, I guess we'll get that identified somewhere. Does that sound good?"
Have you communicated the results of your detect magic?
I haven't yet.
Okay, cool. You also notice Peregrino. So Peregrino left behind his the free magical items that he had.
So he really fled in
like-
terror.
Shedding
Like-
things as he
Yeah.
goes.
It's like technically like the whole. I'm going to say that the Monster Hunter pack is also there, but he took his weapons, clothing, and stuff like this. So Peregrino had a. Where did I put the cloak of protection? Yep. Okay.
So maybe in one of these boxes. Surely they don't still have it, right?
No.
Do you want me to search through that file?
It's not likely to be in there. Give just 1 second. That's Is it possible that it is in that orange folder? It's going to be little cards. Oh yeah, there they are. So goggles of night vision, which uses what's the detection one? Divination magic, and the cloak of protection pings as abjuration. So they're here for whoever wants them.
Well, looks around and says, "You can see in the dark. You can see in the dark."
I can see in the dark.
Can you see in the dark?
I think so.
Erie has the
Let me check.
least armor class, I believe, so I believe that
Agreed.
Erie is.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
You
the...
lose the effects of magical items when you are in wild shape.
But
just to
it's
let
good
you
when
know.
you're a druid.
Can we briefly,
So that's
real quick?
+1 to your armor class and all of your saving throws. So your armor class. Where did you get that +2 from? Do you know?
That's dexterity.
Oh, okay, cool. So add another +1 on here for the cloak of protection.
I don't think I can see in the dark. Surprisingly.
It would be under. Yeah. What about your class? So that was just your
Ranger.
race. Go under your.
The class doesn't determine if you have
Dark
dark vision. At least rangers don't.
When you're Gloomstalker, I think you do, but yeah.
The disembodied do not have dark vision.
Yeah,
Wellen
we-
has his staff with light on it and says, "I can fend for myself. Would you like these?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't see shit.
There you go.
I'm surprised I made that.
And
shot.
you picked up the circlet of blasting.
Yes.
Its charge has been spent for today, and I believe it recharges on a long
I
rest.
think it's long rest. I don't know. Yeah.
Cool. Could you roll the damage for two of those? Because I forgot to write down how much damage. Oh, actually, no. Short rest. The ghost is gonna spend some hit dice. All good.
Can we take a big pause for a second? I just
Yeah.
want to remind myself of the characters' pronouns because I keep Llewellyn in my head is a woman's name,
Yeah.
but
Let's take 5. I'm gonna pause the recording.
okay.
We are back. Okay. Atlas.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor and roll a d20 for me? This is a luck check. You want a 10 or higher.
I'll do my best. 7.
Okay. As your characters are resting, recuperating, I need everyone to let me know what their passive perception is, please.
12.
13.
13 as well.
Cool.
12.
Okay. So I need to pass a 13, and I have a +5 from advantage. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. All of you are going to hear footsteps coming from this corridor.
Gotcha.
That's before you finish your long rest, so you have not yet gotten to spend your hit points or regain your wild shapes.
Yes.
This is only 30 minutes after you settle down.
Is this considered like a short rest, or is
No.
We changed that. I said that
Oh, that's right,
short
short
rests
rests
are
are
10 minutes in my campaign. So, spend your hit dice, regain your your class resources that have that.
There's
Uh,
no way I can.
Wait. Do we go back to full health?
No.
You spend your hit die. So your hit die is a D10. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
But
spend
I
one
have-
before already?
I have trance.
Trance only affects you for long rests.
Okay.
Bu-
So I
Okay.
rolled D10. and
Could
then
you do me a favor
that's
and
what I
find
got.
me 5 kobolds or 5 smallish creatures?
Yeah.
The red one back there.
A pencil I can use.
Yeah. There's a bunch in that thing right there. Oh, here we go.
Why can I never remember which was which? What does the D10 look like? This one?
Double
This guy.
double pyramid.
Mm-hmm. This one or this one?
Thank you.
So you have as many hit dice as your level, but y'all rested. I'm trying to check on Roll20 how many hit dice you had spent after the.
I think I
previous
had
short-
spent one. So
I had
Okay.
spent one.
So you
This
have
is-
so this is your last of
This is
2
my
hit
last.
dice.
And I had 0 HP because I was dead.
You got stabilized to. You got stabilized to 1. Normally, you would have needed a long rest or a healing spell or a medical thing.
Did I not? Whenever I got back to 1, did I not use second wind?
You'd already used second wind.
I had already
I
used
think
it.
I might have used healing word.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were, if I remember correctly, you were at you were at 7.
I think so. Let me see if it's.
Why is Roll20 taking forever to load? Ah.
Please.
Because it's roll 20.
Yeah.
About the smallest I can find.
That's fair. These are good.
Healing word, that's like a dice roll, right?
Yes, that's a D4 plus wisdom modifier.
What's your wisdom modifier?
9?
No.
3.
3? Okay. So you must have rolled a 4, because I remember it being 7. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna reload Roll20 again. So you spent your hit dice?
I did.
Perfect. Cool.
So, did you remember it being 7 before that? Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
My memory could be wrong, but
It would be wrong in our favor.
it would be wrong in your favor. Yeah. Okay, cool. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh, look at me go!
Okay. Where is
My initiative is a 7.
black notebook? Right. Okay. So, 20 to 15.
20.
20, cool. Tiebreaker.
3. So no.
Okay.
That'll be Cobalt first.
Okay. 15 to 10.
13.
13. Okay.
That was what
8
you rolled.
to. How much did you get?
7.
7. Cool.
Demetria got 10.
10.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't care. She rolled the dice.
Cool. All right. So, a kobold comes in through this door. You heard it on time, so y'all are not surprised by the appearance of that kobold, but everybody else. But you're surprised by the appearance of the 3 others that pile into the roof. Oh, this one is gonna fall. Could you? This one cannot balance to save its miserable existence. Okay. So that are going to pile into this room, and because they have pack tactics and they surprise you, they're gonna have advantage. They've identified you as one of the greater threats based on previous encounter with you. So the two who can are going to target you.
But your AC is 1 point higher than it was before?
Yeah. Could you put on some combat music while I roll to kill you with advantage? Okay. What's your armor class?
It is a 14.
14. So I hit you exactly with this one, and then I don't hit you with the second one. So you take 5 piercing damage. Okay. And then Demetria gets attacked with advantage. 15 plus 4, I'm sure that hits you.
15 plus 4 does hit me.
Yeah. So you are going to take 4 piercing damage.
Dagnabbit.
Okay. I didn't roll a single... Okay. When y'all... please let me know when y'all roll a 1 on a saving throw while you're in the dungeon. This is really important. Okay?
Wonderful.
Cool. I didn't roll a 20, so this doesn't trigger. And the last one is going to... the last one is actually going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of sight, you don't see what it's doing.
Oh,
I don't like that.
It's opening the door.
No!
Why is that bad?
That's where the ghost is.
Yeah, this room here.
Is the treasure the ghost?
The ghost was actually inside of the treasure chest. You haven't seen any of this, so I'm not gonna give you more information. A little bit less loud. Thank you. Perfect. Cool. Next up on the initiative is Lou.
Lou.
Yeah. You took down the 4 HP. Perfect. Thank you.
2, 3, 5. Can I get a line of sight on that kobold went that way?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna try and yank it back. Bonus action, telekinetic shove.
Okay.
Whoa.
DC 13 strength.
Sounds good. DC 13 strength.
Yes.
You got a -2. I rolled 5, so he is pulled back. But you see, as you pull it back, it turns to you with a grin and malice in its eyes, and you. It doesn't seem bothered by the fact that you pulled it away from the room. In fact, it seems somewhat happy.
Then a firebolt is coming at it. That'll be 19 to hit.
Okay.
And 8 damage. 8 fire. That's another crispy kobold.
Yes, he dies immediately.
Llewellyn says, I think we got company from the other room, guys. And that'll be my turn. Move a square diagonally to get a little bit away from that room.
Okay, sounds good. The ghost acts next, freed once more from the wards in its chamber. It is going to move 1, 2. Oh, what's my speed? 40 fly, hover. Hell yes. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I. Let's see. Ranged. Okay, it needs to be within 5 feet for that. Okay, I need everybody here to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Oh, including the fucking kobolds.
Nat 20. 13 exactly.
13 exactly. Okay, perfect.
Wisdom, you say?
Yes.
+0. Great.
You said saving throw?
14.
I rolled in that one.
Okay.
We're about to find out why
Alright.
that's important.
Remind me of that in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. You passed?
I got a 14.
Hell yes. Okay, cool. These 2 kobolds rolled a I got -2, so this kobold succeeded, the other 2 failed, which means 2 of those kobolds are going to run away, giving both of you the opportunity for Dimitria and
Smack those
for
kobolds.
an opportunity attack, for a melee opportunity attack as they try to leave the space in front of you. One of them holds its ground. Yeah. Oh man, they're fucked. Cool.
So do we roll for attack then?
Yeah.
Do we roll for attack?
Yes. If you want to spend your reaction to try to kill them on their way out.
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Less enemies, the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my whip,
Okay.
which got me 11.
Okay.
8.
11 does not hit the kobold.
Did you roll to attack?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. I rolled a hit.
Rolled a hit. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Plenty.
So that hits. Go and 10 points of damage.
6 plus 2, so 8.
8 points of damage with a scimitar.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You strike that kobold down. It is dead, and this one manages to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. Cool. Alright. First effect, horrifying visage. Each non-undead creature within 60 feet of that ghost, you're not an undead, that can see it must succeed the DC 13 wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. If the save fails by 5 or more, the target also ages 1d4 times 10 years. I need you to roll a d4. Alright. Okay. You instantly age by 30 years. What was your
You're eternal anyway, baby.
like what was your starting age?
So,
Disembodied, they mature at a much slower rate than their humanoid equivalent, and their life expectancy is drastically higher, with not a single disembodied having passed due to old age. So this is a cosmetic effect for you,
Oh yeah.
oh god, who's gonna get that?
and you're frightened.
Got a bit like the silver fox going on.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Well, when he was human, he was 23.
Okay. So you now look like a 50-year-old human, like demonstrably worse for wear. But looking around you, you realize the horror on Ben's, Lou's face, because Lou would have died.
That would have been
instantly from
absolutely
this.
devastating for me.
Okay. And because you rolled a natural 1 on your saving throw, I'm going to need you to make a strength 10 saving throw.
Not 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not joking.
Okay. Here's what happens. The ghost basically like tears open its mouth, revealing this horrifying visage, and as it triggers that special property, you see that its teeth clamp down together, grow and grind in a horrible sound. You feel the glasses on your face start to vibrate in response to that grinding sound, but thanks to your strength, you're able to like hold them before anything can happen. There's a small crack that passes from one of your lenses, but you don't lose that magical object.
Interesting.
When you roll a natural 1 from the effects of a tooth cultist creature, you risk losing magical and non-magical objects on your person permanently.
Ooh. What about a nat 20?
Then you don't need to roll to avoid that.
Well, this is not too weak.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Okay.
That's the end of the ghost's turn. It is now going to be Omen.
Okay. So I guess I move towards the ghost
Okay.
and I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Wait, does that have to be ranged attack?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, I'll do Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark just happens.
All right. No
Right.
saving throw, right?
I'm gonna use my short sword.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, and the
to
ghost
attack.
has awful AC.
No, it doesn't.
But we can't hit it with anything.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, an 11 hits.
That's
If I remember
14.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4. And can I do a bonus action for my other short sword?
Remember to roll a d6 for your Hunter's Mark too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think
I'm gonna use this one.
So, how much damage was that?
So
It was 4 and
plus
2, and then bonus action, other short sword.
So 6 damage from the first hit.
Sounds good, thank you.
4.
Make sure to roll the hit again.
Oh. Okay.
And then extra 4?
I have to-
to see if he
Do I have
hits
to roll
first.
the hit for the bonus action?
Yes.
Yes.
That'll hit.
Yes.
Okay. Because the microphone picks up the dice rolling, can you try to roll it on the in the little
Yeah.
corkboard? Thank you. Okay. And you said 4 points of damage?
Plus another d6. Hunter's Mark is every hit.
Wait, it procs every hit?
Yes, it does.
Damn.
6.
Oh my god! Okay, so 10.
I've lost track of the math, but something.
Sorry. What was the last one?
I think it was like 4 and then 2.
No. Just the hunter's mark.
The first one was the Hunter's Mark damage was 6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm kind of pissed about being
Oh!
old.
What type of damage does what type of damage is this is a cutting non-magical item, right?
Piercing.
Piercing. Got it. Cool.
Finesse and light.
Yes. That is 16 halved to 8.
Well done. That was great.
45 minus 8 is there we go.
Llewellyn, having barely resisted this effect that would have absolutely killed him immediately, sees someone it did affect be unfazed, go up and start slashing this thing, goes from abject panic to might be able to do this.
Yep. Omen, you see that much in a way that is different from your immateriality. This ghost is only half substantial, so the attack of your daggers do damage it, and it starts to bleed ectoplasm that floats as if it was in space, but you feel like you're doing substantially less damage than you would on a normal creature. It has resistance to non-magical weapons.
So it's more or less material than I am.
It's currently less material.
Okay.
Like you don't have those resistances like the ghost does. As you get close to it, you see that it whispers to you, "Did you tell me?" And it's still hanging upside down. Cool. Next up is Demetria.
Okay,
Music?
just to clarify.
Yeah.
So, I thought for some reason in my head last time, I thought that I was told that we couldn't hit the ghost with physical items, but this is just saying that it has resistance to non-magical items, so we could still possibly hit it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I even died way faster than being able to try and hit the thing last time.
Yeah. I think it knocked you out
Right away.
right away.
Because I didn't try to dodge it or anything, because I was an idiot.
Llewellyn shouts over, stay away from it, but...
So I'm going to lean into my longbow, and I'm going to shoot at it with my longbow.
Okay. So
Where am I?
You're here.
And the ghost is...
Yeah, it has, from where you are, it has cover, which boosts its armor class.
Okay. And it has cover because Omen is standing in front of it?
Because the corner of the wall is there.
Yeah, because the corner of the wall.
Okay, so could I use my movement?
Yes.
And I have 30 feet, so that's 6 spaces.
Move one space, and then I'm gonna attack of opportunity you as the kobold.
This is the kobold?
Yeah. You can. Okay. You can take it back if you'd like. Okay, cool.
You took a short rest. You can bonus action second wind.
Yeah.
Wait, you
You're totally fine.
regained those, yeah.
Yeah.
And your
Okay.
action surge.
You
Yeah.
take 6 points of piercing damage from the kobold as it slides a shiv beneath your armor.
It rolled over 14.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 on the dice and I have a +4, so I'm good. Hey, at least I didn't roll a 20 because because this tooth kobold has some extra magical stuff if I rolled a 20 to hit you.
Okay, all I care about is that now that I'm in direct line with this ghost, there's no increase to its armor class.
Correct. That is correct.
I rolled an 18 anyway, so.
Nice.
Okay, that's a hit, and then
15 hits, yeah.
1d8, which is this bad boy. But I want to roll the metal one.
Okay. Your bow is non-enchanted piercing.
That's correct.
Okay.
5 plus 3 is 8 damage.
Cool. You see the arrow passes through it, and like you hit it in the neck, and it is starting to bubble ectoplasm. Make a perception check. Actually, all of you who have, all of you can make a perception check. You have a -5 because you're not from a good angle.
I cannot roll perception well.
Perception check is a 20 for
20.
me.
Thank God, 'cause I got a 5.
You notice
16. Sorry.
16.
11.
Okay, cool. The two of you notice a bubble comes out of its throat. It's also made out of ectoplasm, and it floats up its body, but because it's upside down.
Right.
You you.
We just noticed the bubble.
Yeah.
Don't really know anything about it.
It seems to be ectoplasm, just like the rest of its being, and once it touches the ceiling, it kind of just disappears. Actually, you rolled a 20. You realize that
Dirty
it pops just before it hits where the ceiling would be. It pops on the level where its feathers curve. curve.
Oh, like there's a ground there.
Okay.
Cool. That's your turn. Next up is... Oh, sorry. Bonus actions. Second wind.
You can wait until you're feeling a little worse to second wind.
3 hit points.
Oh, you're at 3? Wait, I thought you...
And then I got hit.
Rested.
By the... Yeah.
Oh.
And then I got hit
the
twice.
kobold just, like, stabbed.
I've taken, 10 hit points of damage since we've started.
Yeah, that'll
so.
do it.
Yeah,
second wind.
You,
Yeah, I
you
think it was
can't
second
can't
wind.
use second wind if you're unconscious.
That's
just,
right.
Just so
That's
we're
fine.
clear. Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll that as you take in a deep breath. And Eerie, it is your turn.
Alright. I am going to move.
This kobold no longer has an attack of opportunity because it already used its reaction. So Demetria tanked that attack for you.
Okay. I am going to go
You're welcome.
right. Actually, I'm going to wild shape first.
Okay.
Into a dire wolf.
Okay, sounds good.
And then I'm going to move there.
Okay. Sounds good. Cool. You're in melee with the creature. As a direwolf, do you have pack tactics?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have advantage on the attack against the ghost. Hell yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack.
I'm going to bite. And did we say something about how, something about whoever gets hit has disadvantage to saving throws or something like that?
That'll be an effect that I do on my turn.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know when that applies. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to just bite. That is a 9 plus.
You can roll with advantage, too. So 9, yeah.
9 to hit.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, so 14.
14 hits.
Okay. Sweet.
Roll your damage.
And that one is going to be 2d6. D6.
What are you using?
Thank you. Bite.
Bite.
2d6 plus 3, so 9.
Okay.
And then target creature must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Or be prone. The ghost is immune to being knocked prone.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You said 9 points of damage. Rounded. It has resistance, so it's going to be.
My effect still is good for me.
I'm gonna round it up. Let's say 5. Cool. The ghost seems to be in a it seems to be bleeding. If it was a normal creature, you feel like the amount of ectoplasm blood that it has lost would be endangering its life. But it's moving around with just as much energy as it had before. Cool. Action, bonus action, movement. New turn. The kobolds
Yes.
run away.
What? Why?
They've done their.
We're having a party, guys.
They've done their part, and all they took bigger losses than they thought they were going to. So this one is most of the way gone. That's their turn, Lou, I think.
Yes.
What is the ghost saying every single time?
Did
Did
you
you-
tell me?
Did you tell me?
Okay, I think, what if, hear me out, to antagonize the ghost to focus me, what if one of you guys say that?
Yeah. I think that's something we would have talked about.
Okay,
Yeah, because we were trying to do tactics and everything. Llewellyn on his turn points at the direwolf and says, It told you. It told you. It told you.
Okay, I need you to make a deception check.
Yes.
And because of the I need you to make a deception check.
I got a +5 to deception. That is a nat 20 + 5. 25.
You see that the ghost was starting to look more and more immaterial, like it was going to go into the ethereal realm and flee from a battle that it doesn't feel for sure that it can win, and instead it decides on its turn it's not going to do that. So
Love that.
okay, cool. That was a free action.
I think the best I can do here. I'm going to try the Mind Sliver. DC 13 Intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
And I think it's sort of paired with that
Pass.
that taunt.
Yeah.
It told you.
That's a cantrip.
Yes.
Okay, cool. It resists no damage.
No damage. And I don't think there's anything super useful I can be doing telekinetically or bonus action wise. So I am going to do the smart thing for Lou and get out of line of sight of this thing. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Sounds good. I imagine you use a bonus action to. Oh no, both doors had been opened by the kobold, so all good. Cool. On the ghost's turn, it turns towards the dire wolf, and why would you tell me? It gets so close to you, like you feel like it's it's getting dangerously within range of your teeth. And then it keeps going. Make a wisdom saving. Make a charisma saving throw. Difficulty 13, please.
Oh shoot! I forgot I can do this. Okay. 13. Wait, no.
14.
14.
Saving throw.
14 plus 15.
Okay. It tries to possess the druid with another wild shape, and fails to do so. As it fails to do so, let's see. Okay.
Did it move at all, or it?
It has not. It has not moved
Okay.
yet. Okay. Possession, etherealness. It is not a bonus action. It's a regular action. Cool. All right. Okay, incorporeal movement. The ghost can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. Okay, cool. So it has 40 flight. So it triggers an attack of opportunity from the dire wolf and from Omen. So both of you make an attack if you want to use your reaction to try to stop it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck. Could be better, could be worse.
So how does the attack of opportunity work?
You make a regular melee attack, and you still have Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. Love that.
Does Hunter's Mark help?
I disagree, but
That only helps
Hunter's
me, I
Mark
think.
only help like when he
Correct.
attacks, okay.
Yes. Only his attacks.
Dippy 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Ooh. Pack tactics. Get attention.
17.
17 hits. Roll your damage, both of you.
Oh, short sword, it's D6.
9. So 5.
And 11 total damage.
Damage? Shit.
Plus.
I did 2 D6 plus 2. One of them plus 2.
Oh.
Cool. Alright. The ghost disappears through the wall, and and that's its turn. It tries to possess you and then runs away.
Possess me?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Why would you tell me?
Cool. Next up is Omen.
Okay. I'm gonna run after where it disappeared.
Okay, cool. You have 30 feet of movement. That's 6 squares. You okay with me moving you in the straightest line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. The door is open. 5 and 6. You are not in melee range of it. You can, if you wish, use your action to dash, bringing you in melee range of it. Which, if it moves away from you again, would allow you to do another opportunity attack.
Sorry. Finish.
Longbow, anyway.
Or you can longbow it. You couldn't use your bonus action to hit it with your second weapon if you didn't hit it with if you didn't attack it with your action with the first. So.
But I can still see it.
Yes, you can see it. You can shoot it if you'd like.
Okay. I would like to shoot it with my bow.
Oh, yes. You can attack roll.
Ooh, that's a not one. I forget what a bow is.
Okay. Okay. Nat 1 on the attack. It's not going to. No, actually, it is. You hit one of the like bony protrusions from its body that you see too late is a pointed tooth, more like that would be more at home in the mouth of a dire wolf than just on the chest of this ghost. But as you do, it vibrates, and I need you to make a strength saving throw, difficulty 10.
17.
Okay, cool. You feel your own bow starting to vibrate, and with your strength, you're able to hold it before it is shattered.
Okay.
Cool. Bonus action? I don't think you have any class or racial feature. You could, if you were in the ethereal realm, you could exit the ethereal realm, but I think that's about it right now.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Have you taken damage at all? Okay, cool. Because concentration.
Emotional damage, maybe. Aging 30 years.
Yeah.
Definitely emotionally damaging.
No, that's what psychic damage is for. Cool. Next turn, Demetria.
Okay, so I'm going to use my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then as a bonus action, I can use Phase Step, which allows me to teleport another 30 feet.
Nice.
But do I really need it? I'm in the eyesight of it now. I wasn't
if you
sure.
want to get in melee and have the opportunity to do an opportunity attack if it tries to leave again.
Yeah, that's also.
But I can shoot
it's
it with
within
my bow.
line of sight, and that door is open, so you could actually teleport here if you
block
wanted.
it from the other side.
If you wanted to as well.
That'd be fantastic too.
Okay, I think I will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
So
Cool.
I can make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, so you leave it the room to fly out so that it will trigger an attack of opportunity when it tries to move through here. Okay, cool. You make its life to move out easier.
Can I still attack it right now?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
your bonus action.
That was my bonus action.
Yes. You can choose to have attacked it with the longbow before you teleported, or to attack it with your longbow with your sword now. It's whichever.
I want to use my longbow before I moved.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll your. Damn! This is a challenge 4 monster.
And it's gonna be a buttload of experience.
Okay, and then that is 5 for damage.
Okay.
Didn't roll too hot on the damage there, guys. Sorry about that.
Okay. The ghost is looking pretty bad. Cool. Eerie, it's your turn.
Alright, my Eerie has 50 feet of speed, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
You
30.
have 4 more. 1, 2. Do you want to be in melee range of it?
yes.
Okay, cool. So with just your movement, you're able to on all fours just make your way to it. You catch up to it immediately. Damn, getting those attacks of opportunity to leave was not well. It's gonna be worth it on his turn. Okay, cool. You pack tactics, attack with advantage.
Nice.
So,
Roll again to see if you hit a natural 20 because that doubles your.
Oh, so close.
So close.
Okay, cool.
That's a 24.
And now roll damage.
That's 7.
7 points of damage. All right, halved to 4. Cool. It. You successfully bite it and you tear off one of its ghostly arms. Actually,
Is that a ghostly arm to your inventory?
Yeah. Z actually only had one arm in the illustration that I made, so you tear off here remaining arm.
You've disarmed the ghost.
Yeah.
But
but it's immune to the condition. Oh no, it's not immune to that. Cool. Bonus action. I don't think you have any in.
I have 1, but I think I'm gonna save it.
Sounds good. Lou. This kobold finishes me.
Yes.
Lou, it is your turn.
Lou peeks back around the corner, sees an empty room, and is like, "Guys, guys!" And
So
let's
that's
see,
5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's sort of like the battle sounds? What's going on in the other room? Is it like screams of terror and fleeing, or
Give me your best dire wolf.
yeah.
Give me your
wanna know what
your
Llewellyn
best
hears.
bowstring being let loose.
You go first.
I go first? Okay. That was not a direwolf. That was definitely a hiss, but
Hey, that works.
he's a really bad direwolf.
Hey, we're like
Sassy direwolf.
doing those sound effects. It's fun a lot of the times. Nobody starts off being super good at sound effects.
Yeah. Great one.
So yeah.
Yeah, Llewellyn is like, okay, well, I mean, they're up in there. Takes dashes, 5, 10, 15. And looks at what's going on. I think the best thing I can do, bonus action, is similar to like what I tried with Eerie last session. I'll call out to Omen and say, I can give you a push. And a wave of force hits you in the back to push you one square closer to the ghost.
You can choose to resist this if you don't wish to be pushed.
I'll be pushed.
Okay, cool.
Llewellyn says, "All right, I've done my job," and hides behind the wall again.
Nice.
You're welcome, everyone.
If I decide to use Horrifying Visage, one of you is going to survive.
You still have guidance on you, don't you?
Okay.
How long does that last?
On its turn, yes.
Technically a
It's
minute.
Wait, doesn't it disappear after it's used?
No. Guidance lasts a minute.
Yeah, guidance is like a little OP.
But it's only ability checks.
And
it's only ability checks.
and it's concentration.
It
So
is,
like it.
yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty balanced at the end of the day, I think. Cool. On its turn, the ghost dissolves into mist. You recognize that it just went into the ethereal plane, and once there, it's going to move. Well, I don't need to tell you where it moves. You know, with an action, you can follow it if you'd like, and it is your turn, Omen.
Ooh.
But you know the rest of your party cannot follow you into the ethereal plane. So
It's pretty weak. It's close.
hey, how much do you want to have to come up with the backstory for your character? Because if you die,
Are you
you
trying
can
to
just
taunt me into re-killing my character?
yeah. Because if you die, then you don't need to come up with more backstory.
Just a whole new character.
Just a whole new character, yeah.
I don't think I would follow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is good because it has 40 feet of movement, and you only have 30, so you would not have been able to catch up to it on that turn. You don't really have a bonus action, and then it would have kind of just attacked you from a distance and hit it. So you made the right choice.
Well done.
Having killed 2 kobolds, you each gain 5 experience points. Go ahead and write it on your character sheet. So you're all at 485.
Yeah, Ghost is not coming back.
Ghost is not coming back.
Am I also at 485?
Hmm?
Am I also at 485?
Yes.
Yeah. That's where we're all at, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
485.
Yes.
Okay.
Llewellyn peeks around the corner and says, "Is it gone?"
I guess.
Oh, thank God. Comes around the corner, meets you all, and is like looking for some vestige of elegy to see if there's any proof of death.
You find. Okay. You look around. All you see in the room, apart from the disabled glyphs and sigils, is the stone treasure chest that contained effigy when you came in the first time.
Llewellyn will telekinetically flip the lever on the chest and open it up.
The chest is locked.
Gosh, dang it.
Well, Llewellyn looks at Demetra and says, Can you do that?"
I've got a crowbar.
Works for me.
Okay.
say we
Athletics check.
I'll guide you.
Guiding me. What does that mean?
You add a d4 to it.
Okay. I needed it. Oh, I rolled 19.
19. The lock cracks. The stone lid falls back, and inside you're going to find a. Okay. Can I see the picture of elegy, please? Oh, actually, you don't know what it does until you identify it. You find a necklace. You you see that they're stylized lungs is like the little metal medallion.
Stylized lungs.
Yeah, a pair of lungs.
The Eerie exits.
That's I think. Oh no, she's right after. Wait.
Sorry, I keep tapping your computer screen.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. She's right here.
Ah, perfect.
Cool. You see, you find a dagger that looks like the dagger that was on LG's chest drawing on her shirt, but that Z did not seem to have on her ghost body.
Yeah.
But yeah, you find a broken dagger.
Okay.
Cool.
Is it equipable?
The
Is it
dagger?
like- yeah.
Broken. Interesting.
Well, like it seems to. It's got a little bit of blood on it, and the tip is broken off. It's still usable as a regular dagger. But yeah.
Do we know if that dagger belonged to Elegy?
You don't for sure.
Okay.
The chest also contains. On this side of the room, you also find the like unarmored, mostly naked body of Sylphleaf. Because you'd left the body in that part of the dungeon, and he's been partially consumed by the kobolds.
But there may be identifying information still.
So, like, the face seems to be intact enough to be identifiable.
Yeah.
You could have used the armor if you'd bought it back, but then you'd have to explain more stuff. Where did I just put the notebook? Here we go. Sorry.
Where's the bathroom?
Okay. Let's take 5. All right. As things settle down, can we have calm No, actually, can we have temple or church hymn music?
Yes.
Your characters have just finished the fight. Elegy, or at least here Ghost, has gotten away. You're all still alive, although some of you weaker, some of you older. Technically, all of you older, but some of y'all, it's just not been a couple of turns. What do you do now? I need everybody to make a perception check. Difficulty is 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. I've got to roll over a 5 on this
19.
perception check. I don't.
21.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. The both of you hear far in the distance, in this direction, you hear the echoes of chanting. It's very repetitive chanting, and you first notice it because one of the people chanting in a high-pitched voice yelled, "Blessed is our Lord, blessed is our God." You realize this is probably a prayer that you're not hearing most of what is said, but you do hear that. Do you let your party mates know about what you've noticed?
Well, I can't talk, so I'm just gonna start walking in that direction.
Okay. Cool.
I am.
You're still in your wolf form, so
Back.
you can't.
What is it, Lassie? Is Timmy in the well?
Two great
Yeah,
communicators.
I feel like because of his direwolf form, he was able to hear that because of
Yeah.
like his ears and stuff. He kind of gets out of his wild shape and goes back to his humanoid shape, and he's like, "Do you guys hear that? I think that there's a similar prayer than that guy points to the wood elf that was dead. It's like he was doing a similar prayer. He was, I don't know. They might be connected.
He was not chanting, and it was a different tune that was coming out of the statue. He was trying to kill everyone who'd heard that tune.
Okay. So I guess I just like point in that direction,
Yeah.
and then we just kind of like.
You see that Omen is just walking in that direction.
Now that Llewellyn's been clued into there's something to hear, is trying to hear what that prayer is. That is extraordinarily interesting to Llewellyn.
Yeah. Did you tell Lou that it was a prayer?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
In this case, you don't think you can hear it from where you are.
I'll stay behind the lead one, but I'm right behind him.
Okay, yeah. You see, Lou was starting to look tired and maybe ready to go home. Now, empowered by a new motivation to go deeper into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you? Okay. Who took the dagger off of Sylphleaf? Are you wearing the necklace? Is anybody wearing the necklace? And what? Sorry. Did you take the dagger, Elegy's dagger? And also, what do you do with Sylphleaf's body? Narendale Sylphleaf Evergreen.
What's the smallest piece of Sylphleaf we can use to prove their demise?
Chop the head off.
It's a rather big
I
piece.
will leave that to you. Yeah, all yours. All yours, Demetria. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I will use my rapier to chop its head off.
Roll medicine.
Medicine?
Yeah.
Mm, 11.
Okay. You get most of the head, and it is still recognizable, but like there's a lot that like did not rip off the way you wanted it to.
That's okay, but it's recognizable.
Yeah. How do you transport it?
Put it in my pack.
Okay, got it.
Llewellyn holds out the bag of colding and says, I don't know, there's something in here, but I mean, it's an option.
It's a great option.
Trust.
Because in the back of Colding, objects don't touch. You have like rations and stuff like this in your bag. So,
Do you have any Tupperwares?
Well, I gave my leather away. I was thinking about wrapping it in the leather that I have, but
That's
I gave
currently containing the journal.
it to the journal. But the bag of clothing was a good alternative. It'll keep it nice and fresh.
hell yeah. Your characters are going to head deeper into the. Okay, hold on. So you're preparing to leave. Omen is just walking while you're chopping off the head. What are you two? And you're following Omen.
Yes.
So which means like the party is starting to split.
And I'll be very explicit in that Llewellyn is like almost trance-like in this like need to get closer to that.
Okay. So you're over here chopping the head off.
So you asked about the necklace. I grabbed the necklace from the chest, and then I wrote that Lou grabbed the broken dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not wearing the necklace. I'm just going to have it.
Okay.
And-
As you hold it in your hand when you picked it up, the smells of the sewers recede, and you breathe like you're breathing fresh air. And the stink comes back as soon as you put it in your backpack.
Nice.
Okay, and since I noticed that, I'm going to immediately decide to put it on.
Okay.
Because I hate the smell of the sewers.
So you deduce kind of what it does. It allows you to breathe in any environment, including like poison gas and spells like this.
That'll be handy.
And I have advantage on saving throws made against harmful gases and vapors.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna say Eerie has the decanter and he's pouring it on himself just to kind of like clean himself off. He's like really sweaty and he's like, oh, I hate doing that. I hate like wild shaping.
Yeah.
And I see everyone scattering, and I'm like, guys, can we like can we please like rest or like do something? And then I'm kind of like following behind Lou and Omen, just like kind of like, oh, why are you guys not turning around? Just trying to figure out like what's.
If you can hit a DC 10 persuasion, Llewellyn will turn around.
Move your character.
So he's like right there.
Okay.
8 plus 12.
12. Yeah.
I need. Okay. Cool.
So-
You turn around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you move up to your movement speed, wherever you want.
I
Before I ask everybody to roll initiative.
Okay. Llewellyn returns to talk with Eerie.
Graveyard fight type of music, please.
I stopped because I'm not really in a trance. I was just curious. So when there was like, hey, can we like slow our roll? Owen turns around like, oh, sure.
I think Llewellyn gets a couple of sentences into an explanation before shit pops off. Llewellyn says, I don't expect you to understand. This is
Initiative. Okay, 15 to 20.
16.
19.
Okay. 19.
This is going
Eerie.
in dice jail.
Okay. 19. You did 18, Omen?
16.
16, Omen. Okay. 15 to... 10 to 15. Okay. 5 to 10. Okay. 0 to 5.
4.
Okay.
You rolled a 1.
4, and you rolled a 1. Okay.
Also, whenever I finish chopping off the head, I like look up and look around and notice that like no one is around me.
Actually, there is someone around you. Straight out of the ethereal plane and standing right over you is Elegy.
Oh.
So, do you call the rest of the party for help?
I scream as
Okay.
loud as I possibly can because I'm terrified of this thing.
Eerie, you are the first. You are the first to act after the ghost materializes right here.
Okay, so I'm having a conversation with Lou. I'm like, I don't know how many times I can do this before if we don't rest. I hate doing it. It kind of gives me a headache. And then I hear the scream, and I'm like, ugh. And then I just go back into.
Okay, bonus action.
Yeah.
Wild shape direwolf.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run back in.
Okay. 1,
Um.
2, 3, 4, 5.
50, right?
Yes.
6, 7, 8. Not. Fuck me. Oh. Actually, you can't be on top of the chest, but you're like here. Sounds good.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Am I still in range?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You're in melee range.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight into the bite with attack tactics. Attack.
And this is seconds after we.
Split the party? Yeah.
Hey, yeah, let's just split the party. But
I should have done a surprise round attack. Actually, give me 1 second. Make a perception check.
I threw that bad die away. I'm also gonna
Do
stay.
you still have guidance? Where is that?
Okay, your difficulty is 17.
Did you?
that's passed. Yeah.
Your difficulty is 17.
And I rolled a 13.
Okay, cool. So I got 1 attack in before you, before we rolled initiative.
Man, that's brutal for Demetria. You rolled a 1 on initiative.
Okay, 21 to hit.
It hit me?
Yep.
No! I'm dead again.
Okay. How much is your total HP? I'm gonna need 2d6 from you, please.
Currently,
Total HP.
20.
Okay.
But I'm at
I don't think
10.
you can do it even with. You can't do it even if you hit max.
Because I would need, because it's like beyond 0, it has to be
Your maximum.
your maximum. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So
So you need to go to negative 20 to kill
Yeah, yeah,
outright. Yeah.
okay, you take 4 points. Hold on. Sorry, 7 points of necrotic damage. You're still okay.
Still alive.
Cool.
I'm still alive, guys.
Cool.
I've got 3 hit points left. We should have rested. Damn it.
I rolled to hit. I got a 21.
21 hits. Fuck.
Ooh. That is a 13.
13 points of damage. Okay. Cool. You tear off most of its neck, but its neck is still connected to the rest of the body by a sliver of flesh. Cool. Next up on the initiative is Omen.
Okay. So, I'm gonna need to move.
You're all the way over here.
I'm all the way over here. Okay. Turn my little ass around. Yeah. I want to go back towards the
3,
fight.
4, 5, 6. Do you dash?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Do you want to get into melee? Or try?
I'll stay in longbow.
Okay, got it. You only have a bonus action after dashing, so that's your
Okay.
turn, I think. Okay, cool.
Do I still have Hunter's Mark out?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless if you dropped concentration, you still have Hunter's Mark up. Okay. The ghost vanishes into mist once more.
Damn it.
Hey,
Hey!
hey.
Hey!
On your next turn, now you've seen that it sticks around to observe all of you from the ethereal plane. So, on your turn, on the next turn, would you like to try something?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we have more like action battle music? Well, actually, I feel like this is perfect for the ethereal plane. Okay. So
I'm trying to pull up my like disembodied race again, and I got one of my party members is a disembodied head, like it's like a forum thing. It's pretty great. Anyway.
okay. So fade away on your turn as an action. You can fade from the material realm and disappear into the ethereal plane. While you remain faded away, you cannot interact with the material plane. Effects on the material plane cannot interact with you, including spells and creatures. You can move here as normal and you see everything in shades of grey. Lasts for 1 minute or until you use a bonus action to end it. When the effect ends, you reappear in the closest unoccupied space that you disappeared from. Interesting. So you will reappear here no matter where you move in the ethereal plane. So I'm gonna put the chest as a little marker for where you're gonna pop back up, and you see that the ghost like moved around are you being stealthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the ghost also, when the ghost reappears in the material realm, does it also reappear where it last disappeared from? Is it under the same rules?
It seems that when it you make a religion check.
On that one.
Okay. Yes, you're.
Great.
You're absolutely
I'm
certain.
so sure.
Like it's exactly the same way that you disappear.
Great. I'm gonna make note of that.
Cool. You have your movement and your bonus action, and I need you to roll for stealth. My passive perception is 11, so that's your difficulty for the ghost not to notice you.
$13.
Okay. It does not notice you. On its turn, it looks around. It sees everything in shades of gray from the material. Actually, no. You all see everything in shades of gray, even the material stuff. It looks around, and for it spots you. Doesn't seem to think that you're in the ethereal realm, but then it looks back towards you. Are you looking at it?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to roll deception.
9.
Okay. My wisdom is
Fearsome ghost.
okay. It did not notice that you were in the ethereal realm, but now that it sees you looking at him, it has reason to believe you either have true sight, or that you can, or that you are in the ethereal realm. So when in doubt, it's going to charge at you, and okay, I rolled a natural 20. So that means I hit you. I'm gonna need 4 more d6s, please.
Oh my
This is fun,
gosh.
everybody.
You let him beat you.
Can I have 2 more?
Yeah.
I'm not contributing to this.
No, you don't want me to kill you with your own dice? Okay, cool.
Roll a bunch of ones.
So, you're doing the math? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Turn.
10, 20,
Going again.
26,
I
28,
had my turn 'cause I figured it
33. You take 33 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, well that's not awesome.
How much do you still how much HP do you have?
16.
Okay. Your maximum is 16, which means I do 32, which I'm sorry to say instantly kills you.
Cool.
No death saving
I'm
throws.
getting 30.
You're getting 30?
I'm getting 30.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Oh my
cool.
god, that is so much.
So you fall unconscious in the ethereal plane. I'm gonna let you roll a luck check.
Okay.
On a 10 or more, you're able to spend your bonus action to fall unconscious back into the material realm. On a 9 or less, this is the end for Owen.
Okay.
Jiminy crickets.
10.
Okay. Cool. You, all of you see as Omen reappears, a wave of gray necrotic energy spreading across his chest, where the beak of Elegy tore him open, and what do y'all do? I'm sorry, you were I rolled a natural 20, so I also need you to roll a strength saving throw, please. The glasses are not destroyed once again. Okay, cool.
Those
Did they get
things
another
come in clutch.
crash?
Huh?
Did they get another card?
No, that was more to illustrate what these things can do. Because I wanted to let you know how much trouble your magic items were. Cool.
Llewellyn, with, like, it's an effort to tear himself away from the chanting, but does so. Coming back, you weigh a quarter of what throws you over his shoulder and starts running out of the dungeon.
Okay, cool. Llewellyn will do death saves until somebody successfully stabilizes. Sorry, not Llewellyn. Omen will do death saves until somebody successfully uses medicine to stabilize him. Do either of you want to try?
Yeah.
You're still a wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guidance.
Guidance. I don't have great medicine, but we're gonna give
first
this a
aid
go.
kit.
Natural 1? Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with my dice today.
Cool. I'm gonna need you to make. I'm gonna need you to make a death save, please. And you're at disadvantage because Demetria, not knowing much about your biology, is messing things up more than.
Oh,
First one's a nat 20.
Okay.
Second one's a 17.
Okay, cool. You have succeeded on one of your death saves. All of you are now out of the dungeon and onto the red steps. The red steps being the stairway that leads down from the sewers that are red from all of the blood of trophies being brought out of the dungeon.
Llewellyn stops for a moment and then tries to tend to his injuries again.
Medicine.
Yep. Can I get the help action from you?
yeah, help
Sweet.
for
Okay,
sure.
Cool. So
I've never done that before.
yeah, you can use your action to give the help action to someone and give them advantage on a roll, including attacks.
Okay.
Not saving throws though.
18.
Okay, cool. You're stabilized. You stay unconscious until you're able to take a long rest. You're all out of the dungeon, despite my best efforts. You have survived this. I'm gonna give all of you 50 experience points for successfully saving the life of
535.
Yes.
For those of you like me who are not good at math.
Cool. What do y'all do now?
I feel like as we're leaving the dungeon, like Erie's still in his direwolf form, like kind of creeping slowly backwards, like kind of like guarding whatever, like the back, just in case Elegy wants to make a surprise appearance. So we're just kind of like creeping out, and then yeah, I'm just like after we make it out of the dungeon, I'm just like following them. I go back into human form.
You hear an echo coming from too many rooms away for you to get there, even if you dash. But you hear Elegy's voice say, "I will get you for having told me." Cool.
That's so crazy. She never attacked me. The whole time.
I tried to possess
Oh
you.
wait, yeah.
That's an attack. That's like you having the wild shape and another extra wild shape would have made it so good if I possessed you.
I don't think you get class features when you possess.
Okay. Whatever.
The little rain cloud appears over Simon.
Cool. You're making your way back to Avalon, I assume?
Yes.
I want to take the head to the guard people to try and they were outside the elevator.
Yeah. So you find Solfège. It's still like it's only 1 p.m. You've only, sorry, it's like you've only been in the dungeon 2 hours, so it's actually 2 p.m. Once you return, and you see Solfège turns to see you and says, "Wow, you look rough. Glad to see y'all are back."
We lost Peregrino.
Oh no, I saw him fly out from over the red staves, heading south.
Well, must be migration season.
Here's in the back. It's like, oh hi, like my name's Erie. Nice to meet you. I haven't
Nice to meet
met
you.
you just yet.
So, for you, this person, actually, I've got a. I think did I post the image for her in the inspirations?
I don't think so. I think
No, I did not. I'm gonna post it right now so that all of you can see what Solfège looks like. She seems to be an undead bard. Kind of looks like a rock and roll zombie.
Nice.
Let me find the image for her. There we go. You see that she's standing in front of a board that has 2 wanted posters that have the faces of Sylphleaf and Effigy kind of crudely drawn on them, but with their full names, and a reward of 500 gold pieces each for bringing them back to alive, and 100 gold. That's correct?
Yes.
100 gold each if you bring back proof of death.
Okay, so Erie just kind of like looks at the wanted posters, like, oh, yeah, they're both dead.
Aww.
Yeah,
Do you have proof?
we do. Demetria, you have, and then
And Llewellyn holds out the broken dagger and says, "We believe this was Elegy's."
Oh yeah, I recognize it. She takes the dagger. You see that like she offers a sort of prayer. Doesn't say the name of any god. Does anybody here speak Celestial?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm
You hear Solfège. You do too?
yes.
Okay,
but
you're unconscious.
Maybe my subconscious is like.
Yeah. You hear Solfège saying, "May your memory endure. May you reach the Hall of Heroes if you're able to climb up there. May you find rest otherwise." And she gives you
Llewellyn
back the
repeats
dagger.
that softly under his breath, but repeats
Okay.
it.
You see that like she hears that and looks at you for a second longer, points to her medallion that has the symbol of the golden door on it, and then like sheds a tear. Who's got the bag of colding?
he has
I
the
do.
bag of holding, but I had already taken the head out of
Okay,
it.
got
and
it.
I was like holding
So
it up.
this is actually like frost has already like made its way on the head by the time that you pull it out, and Sunfish sees it and says, "Thank you. I'm assuming you don't want that one back, but she hands the party 200 gold pieces. Who wants to take them?"
Let's divvy them out. Are we gonna?
You each
You
get.
just take the lump sum.
Okay, take them lump sum.
Cool. You have 200 gold pieces now. And you see that Solfège reaches out, touches you, and you regain consciousness.
Okay. Snap back to reality.
She does say the same prayer while clutching the head, and then looks at it and goes over to the river, throws the decapitated head in the river.
Llewellyn sort of smiles ruefully and says, "Could have taken that to the chefs. Oh well."
Am I at 1 hit point?
No, you regain 6.
Cool.
Can we have it slightly less loud? Thank you. All right. You make your way towards Avalon. It's only the afternoon. Yeah.
Okay, I think like as we walk up to the gates, just with the how Eerie was taken prisoner in Avalon, so he kind of like calls us like, guys, I have to tell you something. We can go back in, but I don't think that they're the nicest when it comes to me.
So
I don't know if they would accept me back in there. Long story, we were in the tavern. It was before I met y'all, but they took me away. I thought I was gonna go to like a bath. It wasn't a bath. They took me to the cellar and like whatever, locked me up. But then I realized that I could turn into an ape, and then they let me go. But
probably like a spider or something like this would have allowed you to get out of there.
okay, yeah. I turned to a spider and I crawled out. I was in there a little too long, but I still haven't cleared my name yet. They still think I'm stolen valor or whatever. The valor's mine, but like I don't.
Stolen valor?
Yeah, for like, cause he's like prince that no one.
Yeah. So like they like while they locked you up, they told you basically we've had problem with people impersonating nobility around here to try to gain control of those lands, and we've heard some rumors. We're gonna interrogate you. You left before they could interrogate you. You see that the guards in front of the door right now are a group of Dragonborn guards, and they're actually deep in. They actually look like they're in a distracted conversation with 3 other people whom you see have thin, semi-transparent clothing and the very like flirtatious poses. Each of them seems to be trying to seduce one of the guards, and all of them have a tattoo on their foreheads of an eye. Of an eye with an hourglass inside of it.
Oh, that was important before.
I think we've seen it before, yeah.
We've seen it before. One of the other characters, maybe?
I don't think you have.
Oh.
They're trying to seduce the guards?
Yeah. The camera. You haven't opened the book yet. I'm just giving y'all some of the illustrations I made for this campaign. Cool. Oh, one last thing I gotta tell y'all so that we're all on the same page. There's forbidden knowledge inside of there. Peregrino has opened those pages, so I'm gonna show you which pages those are. I had them super glued until I gave them to Jordy. If you end up finding out the information that is inside of those pages, like in between those 2 pages, in any way, you have to let me know. And your character knows that information, and all of the characters you make from here on will also know that information in this campaign. So, like, it sticks with you once you, the player, knows about it. Okay?
Should perhaps tape it or something. It started to flop open.
That's the way it is. If you see it, you know it.
Cool. You have one wild shape left. No, actually, you used both of your wild shapes, so you have.
No wild shapes left.
Llewellyn, having decent charisma, we'll go over and try and not impolitely, but into the conversation to add a little bit of distraction, let you sneak by. It's a functionally advantage on your stealth check.
Yep.
Hey, gents, how's it going? Love the tattoos. Where'd you get that?
You see one of the Dragonborn guards says, "None of your business, adventure. Be on your way."
Yes, sir. Yep, you got it. I'm looking to make sure that Elegy has gotten by safely.
Stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Okay, 15.
Okay.
15.
You make it through. The guards are too distracted by the people who are flirting with them, and by Lou. You make it inside of the city of Avalon. You can smell freshly cooked things from the camp of the chefs right outside of the city. You're able to see the different buildings. Most of the buildings around here were built like 50, 70 years ago, so they already are starting to look somewhat old. Most of those are habitations, and like there's shoe prints with a lot of like soot and that pink diamond powder on the doorsteps of all of those, marking those as the houses of miners. You see a tent that has been propped up near the entrance of the village. Large blue tents with flags that have moons on them. And you see in the distance the last Phoenix Inn. And as you're looking in that direction, you also spot that both the North Moon and the Tide Moon are in the sky right now. So
Llewellyn's directing his feet towards the inn, unless we want to go shopping now.
Oh, the market is closed.
Oh,
this
okay.
time. Yeah.
Oh, the market's closed?
Yeah.
I think it's time for a long rest.
Yeah, to the end.
Yeah. Okay. You remember that you were kicked out of the last Tavern Inn until you bathed in the river that flows through Avalon the last time that you came in. Do you let the other party members know, as all of you stink really bad right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like we kind of like walk and like stop, and I'm like, oh wait, actually, you know what? We should probably wash off before we go into the inn. They're kind of bougie in there.
Good point.
They're bougie and don't want people to smell like.
Could we use the
soup or
decanter to wash off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna give you advantage on your Constitution saving throw because all of you were in the sewers and have everybody who's taken any amount of damage has had wounds open. Some of you fell down into the sewer water. So everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Please don't roll a 1. I rolled
3.
a 15 plus
Just a difficulty of 10.
19.
19.
6. I got 6 total, but I'm going to go ahead and add my failed save, which
10
is
exactly.
3 plus 11 total.
Okay,
thanks
cool.
to the feature.
Omen, you start to cough harder and harder, and you see that like your chest, where the necrotic damage took hold, is starting to burn with an infection. You gain a first level of exhaustion. Until you take a long rest, you have disadvantage on all of your skill checks. Okay.
I think Llewellyn, he wants to sort of debrief with the party on what all went on in there, but he's very irritated. This is a feeling of I was so close to hearing something. Something was going on when Elegy came back, and it ruined a chance to find out some of what he's even here to find out. The whole reason why he's in here. So I think, for 10, 20 minutes, he'll go back into the inn, immediately up to his room, and start writing a letter. And we'll come back, halfway through the next scene or so.
Almost all of the tables are empty at this time. You see about like 4 different. You see like 2 adventurers that are whose wounds have not fully closed up from their previous adventures that are like nursing those wounds and cheap beers. You see. Two elves that are that have about 20 empty mugs in the table around them that are like talking in a way that is so slurred from the alcohol that you cannot understand. You can't even tell if they're speaking common or something else. Both of them have the eye tattoo with an hourglass inside of it on it, and one of them has regular clothing, and the other one has like very provocating, semi-transparent and revealing clothing. You each receive 1 gold piece from Molly McBurnick as part of your shares of yesterday's revenue for the Phoenix Inn, last Phoenix Inn, what are the 3 of you going to do while Lou is upstairs?
Angrily writing a letter.
I am going to approach a table. I'm going to sit down at a table and look at Omen and say, Do you eat food?
Do I eat?
Yes.
I do eat food.
Yes.
I nod.
Okay. And so
And
when
I also just lay down on the table, like with my head on the table. But it'd be kind of funny if I lay my whole body on the table.
So when the server approaches, I'll order food for the 2 of us and then drink for all of us, ale.
Okay.
And then I want to also ask the server, I'm not sure who it is.
Molly McBurnick.
Molly?
Yeah. So you see a young dwarf with bright red hair and 2 ponytails in a server's outfit coming over to take your order. She lets y'all know, because the druids have served all of the food they usually cook and leave to us if because of the incursion, there's no free food today. Y'all are going to have to pay for y'all are going to have to pay for your food today.
Okay, I also want to ask her, is there anyone here that maybe would be able to cast some healing spells on us by any chance? The two of us are in dire need of some healing.
The clerics and the bards are all part of the Golden Door Monastery, so they're either up in the monastery or up the tower, up at the elevator at this time.
Right.
You might try your luck with the druids in the cook's camp. If you are, if you want to associate with cultists of the old gods.
Would we not get health points back from long rest?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But there are some effects that don't immediately go away, like the aging. It might be worth asking someone if that can be reversed.
Oh yeah, you need a restoration spell to recover from that. If you want to, it doesn't actually affect your character because
Right.
you can't die of old age.
I'm passed out on this table, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I've had a
also
rough day.
knock on Clarissa's door, see if she has any health potions left.
We have a health potion left, don't we?
We do not.
No, we took them all. Okay.
Potion seller. There was a market this morning before we hit the dungeon, and we got some discount rack potions from her.
Because we traded the armor that we could have used to get more gold.
I do
Okay.
have a healing word. However, I was thinking of using charm on one of these people to figure out what that tattoo is.
Okay.
I could just use the healing word. And just like come back.
Are we gonna rest? Because if we're gonna rest, I can just, wait. But like,
I think we should be good here.
on
Let's see
the
what
one
happens.
leg. Okay. My last leg, guys. Really hurt now.
So I'm gonna see if I can find someone with the tattoo that's like kind of singled out on their own, just like once they've left the pack or.
So there's only two of them at the table, and they're two elves, and one of the elves gets up and says, "Alright, gotta do this!" and heads out towards the river, leaving only one do you want to follow that one, or go to the table?
Could I want to see who's the most sober. Just like looking at them.
Medicine check.
Okay. 15.
That was a birthday present from Lenny.
15.
You look at them and you're like, they're on the, like, the amount of tankards in front of them that are empty, they weren't here when you woke up this morning. This is a huge amount of alcohol. You're like pretty sure both of them are this close to like alcohol poisoning. Both of them are like close to the threshold.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like hop up to the one that is still there, and just like introduce myself. Oh, hi, I'm Eerie. I'm also a druid. I see that you're pretty busy.
Nah.
Hi. I just had a quick question.
Hi, handsome.
Do you know what this like tattoo is?
What?
The tattoo that you have. The eye.
Oh. Yeah.
What it?
I got a tattoo.
What? Why?
Oh, it's part of the it's part of the secret order that I'm a part of. We're the Seers of True Time.
What do y'all do? Is it like an org or?
I'm not supposed to tell anybody exactly.
We're friends. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I love that. Actually, okay, hold on. Do you maybe want to be like, suggestion, friends with some benefits? Because
Maybe later. Late.
Okay, if I tell you, is that something like is that on the table?
Can I roll a deception check?
Yeah. Go ahead. You have advantage. This person will like this. The alcohol gives you advantage on the deception check.
Okay. You tell them and you get them another beer and then they'll forget all about it.
Okay. This would be deception. Nice. 17.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can. Cool. I don't know if you'd be able to join because you got the crystal right there. So you'd probably you'd need the tattoo somewhere else. Mm-hmm. We experience true time. Okay, so right now, time is passing the same way for you and for me, but 10 minutes ago, it sped up. And then before that, it was like so slow, like 2 weeks had okay. If someone from if you come tonight, out of the, in the woods, we're gonna have the whole ritual. We can initiate you so that you can experience true time with us. And it's... It's great sometimes, and it's awful other times. It's like... so boring some of the time, because you'll be like,
Right.
yeah.
I'll think about it. I'll definitely think about it. That does sound like something.
You see that this person leans over and throws up on your shoes.
I think that's when Llewellyn comes down from upstairs. Sees some guy.
Sorry.
Oh. No, don't worry about it. Let's talk later.
Llewellyn throws 4 copper on the bar, gets a pitcher of beer, puts it on the guy's table and says, "On us," and ushers Eerie away.
Grabs it, starts to down it like someone thirsty from the desert.
And Llewellyn takes Eerie over and says, "What the hell was that about?"
I was asking about the eye thing.
Oh, good move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was saying something about time, how their experience true time. Do you know anything about true time?
Do I know anything about true time?
You can make a let's see, religion or arcana check.
I'll do Arcana. I've been rolling like shit, so this has gotta be good, right? It's 12.
Okay. You've heard of a sect of sex workers that goes by that name. They're relatively rare, and you didn't even know what the symbol for them were. You knew that that they're called the Seers of True Time.
Oh, honey, we can find you companionship somewhere else. It's okay. It's all right.
Well, apparently tonight there's some ritual and they're all meeting up. I don't know if they're like a good guy, bad guy situation.
I mean, voyeurism isn't like my thing, but like, I mean, to each their own. Like, I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
I think they might have something to do with whatever's been going on. I mean, they're not super common, but we've already seen like 4 of them, and we just got here.
Hey, Demetria,
What's up, huh?
you want to go to a forced sex party?
Sounds like the best time we were gonna have.
Volunteer.
We can watch from the bushes.
Oh my god.
Llewellyn has a letter in his back pocket. Says, "I got an errand to run first. I'll meet you guys back here. We can get a little spot to eat and go watch from the bushes."
Yeah.
You have about 8 hours until sunset.
cool.
So y'all can take a long rest.
Christ.
My errand is go drop a letter off, and I was gonna see if the ring that Peregrino had left with one of the market people.
That was Celestine.
Oh, Celestine. Right.
And
yeah.
the market is closed, so you would need to find where that merchant even is, and you haven't even seen what the merchant looks like.
I think I'd ask at the post office, like dropping off a letter, like, "Hey, I'm trying to find like that guy. Do you know where that?"
It's a tower with crows, ravens, and a single pigeon to deliver letters to different places. And when you arrive, this old human turns to you and says, "What?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Lou. What's your name, friend?
I'm Crowmaster.
Crowmaster. Love it. Wonderful to meet you.
But you can call me Ellen."
Ellen. It's wonderful to meet you. I got one letter going out. How long until it gets delivered to Clarion? I know, like Coast, and it's a ways away.
Ooh. Yeah. No, it's yeah. 1 gold piece.
1 gold.
Ooh.
Is it like per letter? Like, can I send a bundle for a gold piece, or is it like?
Bundles are too heavy for them. Like, you're talking about like crossing
400 miles of ocean.
Such distant ocean. Wow, you live far away.
Yeah.
You see,
home's a ways away.
You said, what's it called?
Clarion.
Clarion. Yeah. I got birds who can go there. Yeah. Who's it going to?
It's going to my husband, Rory.
Rory. Okay.
I'll like give the address.
Just need the name.
Yeah, Rory. The letter is written in like hastily scrawled Celestial.
Okay.
Folded up. Hand to him with a gold piece. Said, guarantee of delivery.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that she turns around, ties it up to the feet of one of the crows, and casts a little spell saying "Mail, mail," and it's the spell Animal Messenger, and the crow just takes off to deliver your letter.
Ellen, thanks so much. One more question for you. I was at the market this morning. Left a ring on consignment. Do you know where I could find that seller again? I just got the cash for it.
Which one?
Ooh. Do you have like a menu of options?
Okay, so Clarissa's been here long. Potion seller.
Wasn't potion.
There's
it was
the centaur who brings adventurers in and takes magical objects. away is Hoover.
I think it might have been Hoover.
Okay, he's gone.
Oh, gone.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
he every day takes out like huge paintings, whatever art gets brought back from inside of the dungeon. And I think the last one, Geralt.
Okay.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
Why Geralt is?
Well, catch you tomorrow at the market. Thanks, Lon. I'll you like a frequent flyer business discount. I'll be sending a lot of letters.
Oh, you see that like she goes to like a ledger, like flips through a couple of pages and says, "I'll look into it." Make a perception check.
Oh, 19 plus 3, 22.
There's the name of a lot of different settlements, and you see that in front of every single one of them it says 1 gold piece.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you checking. And I'll head back for dinner with the rest.
Cool. Long rest. Right, recover your class resources, all of your hit points, and eliminate 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So if you get more than 1 level of exhaustion, you only recover 1 per long rest.
Our hit dice come back too, right?
Yes, hit dice come back as well. When you have a magical item like the Circlet of Blasting, it recovers its uses.
What is my hit dice?
You have 2 hit dice per level. What did you roll for your HP as a ranger?
Don't remember.
Okay. I think it's probably like a D8 or a D6. Alright. Ranger 5E. Okay. By the way, okay, what's your constitution score? Atlas?
It's 10.
Okay, so +0. And you took average for. Did you take average for your level 2 hit points? Or did you roll for your level 2 hit points?
I just went down from a level 3 to level 2.
Okay.
Because the character used to be level 3. So
Got it.
I don't.
Okay. You started at level 1 with 10 hit points, and then a 6 makes sense. So you have 2 d10s,
Okay.
right? The hit dice, they're right here.
Okay.
You have 1 per level, and on a short rest, you can spend it to recover that amount of hit points.
Okay.
And you recover all of them at the end during a long rest.
Sorry, repeat that last part.
You recover them on a long rest.
Okay.
Spell slots come back, everything else comes back. You wake up as the sun is starting to set. The more experienced adventurers who stay in the dungeon for longer than all of you are returning, bathing. The main room is starting to fill up with different adventurers. There's a group of miners that drags in some of that pink crystal dust. Food that smells like it's it doesn't use up as much spice as the one that was served by the chefs is being served, and you what do you all want to do?
Hi, Erie proposes that we all get something to eat, minus Erie. We just kind of sit around and get to know each other's characters a little bit. Or
get to know each other a little bit.
Are we getting close to wrapping up? I ask because I have a market later, like a human meat market.
Yes.
D&D market.
It's
A human? Did you call it a meat market?
Me.
A me market.
yes. Let's unfortunately stop here before we're able to more thoroughly introduce the characters. I'm so sorry. We keep doing that every time you wanna and let's do Star and a Wish. Thank you for reminding me of the time. Okay, so Star and a Wish. That's a system we use, and it helps me with Dungeon Master burnout. Everybody goes around the table saying what was their favorite moment of the game that came about as a result of the Dungeon Master's efforts. That's the Star, and the Wish is you express what you wish to see more of in the future sessions. So, who's got some?
I've got it.
Okay.
So my star, I liked how dangerous this was. That like multiple of us, not just me this time, almost officially died. I think that's fun, and it adds like a little bit more of like an element of like, hey, we can't just like fuck around kind of. So
Yeah.
I like that. And then I think my wish, because I kind of feel the same as Alex, that like I just am not super familiar with everybody's character. So if we could just have some time to sit and get to know one another a little bit better.
Yeah. Sorry. Are you ready?
Let's see. I'm getting tired, so my memories of the session that just happened is already yeah, like it's slightly harder to do stars and wishes on sessions that were mostly combat, because it's like the use of certain game mechanics and everything. I feel like the star is going to be like how like you decided to take the attack of opportunity from the kobolds, even when like, because you were like, clearly this thing right there is the major target. Shit, I forgot you were supposed to be frightened. My bad. That's okay. I'll remember it for next time.
Okay.
Okay. And I think my wish is to see you like explore more some of Demetria's like reasons for being there, like figuring more stuff out with the crystals, maybe like investigate the bag of clothing, that sort of stuff, because apart from being very efficient in combat, your actions don't reveal a ton about who Demetria is, right?
Yeah, I was going to this time, since I wanted to this time use my trance instead of the long rest, but I decided not to because we were running short on time.
Yeah.
But maybe we could like do that retroactively.
Yeah,
like,
your character got an extra 4 hours to do stuff,
right,
while the others were sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We can do that at the start of the next session. What did you do for those 4 hours?
I'll make a note of that.
Cool.
I love the, again, intelligence of the enemies. Playing them smart is playing them fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely my vibe too. Particularly, like, you could have not really worried about the age stuff. I know that's on the stat block, and I was not doing anything to avoid that until my character actually got to see it, and I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah, like, but the ghost doesn't know that aging you specifically.
Right, yeah.
Like
yeah.
So, like, the ghost didn't have any reason to use it as an insta-kill.
And it would have been I would have had to roll very, very, very low, because even on my failed save, I am reserving that 2d4.
Yeah,
like,
the 2d4. Just
that would make it very likely for me to succeed, even if I initially failed. But still, I'm like, I wanted to give it that chance first.
Yeah.
And I thought that was fun. Thank you for playing it smart.
Yeah, I feel like the players get to make such smart decisions in combat. Combat that lasts, like, each round is only 6 seconds, but I'm like, yeah, well, the kobolds, there's 4 of them that are still alive, and they can, like, if they come up with a smart plan, they might be able to, like, to get you. And, like, for whatever their motivations are, they are trying really hard to kill all of you, all of the adventurers that keep coming in here. So yeah, I love playing them smart. Wish?
Ooh, I wish I had more spell slots.
What are you, a warlock?
There's a lot of fun stuff that's gonna come into play, even as we go on forward. So I keep looking at, like, ooh, I want the experience, but having the ghost, the hit and run tactics is also a lot of fun.
So first session, after, like, the first fight, everybody was looking kind of rough. And at the end of the session, I told Celestine, hey, you know that song from this backstory that you've come to the dungeon to invent? You hear it.
Yeah.
And I forgot what her name is. Celestine went in, and that's when they fought the elf paladin whose head you just retrieved, endangering the whole party doing this. And I love that both of you like try to go for the cultists chant at the end, and like how frustrated you were, like, even after that, of having, like, failed that. And I'm gonna try to entice you deeper and deeper into the dungeon, more and more as the adventure continues. But it's great to see that tug of, like, do we risk it?
Yeah.
So that's my star, and I think my wish is to see is the same as yours. I want you to have, like, higher level spell slots, because I want to encourage power gaming and shenanigans.
Yeah.
Because I am going to keep trying to kill you with higher and higher level monsters. And the fact that y'all almost killed a level CR4 creature is scary to me. Alright, who's next?
Okay. So I think the stars would be, like, I really liked the story elements of this one. I thought it was cool. It was just, like, kind of like banter a little bit. This is, like, my first session that I could do that, because both of the sessions I've been in was, like, completely combat. And then my wish, I think there was like a second where, like, when I was, like, talking to Lou, where I was like, oh, like, there's something going on in this town, but then I don't really, like, know, like, what is bringing the party together and what's our goal.
Yeah.
So like
you each have very different goals, but yeah. Like,
all somewhere in that damn city.
Right, yeah. I think this will, like, come up, like, later on in the story. We'll figure out, like, why we're working together, or, like, what power in numbers.
Hell,
here.
very start of the next session.
Let's do that at the start of the next session. I didn't mean to keep the combat going, but you kept doing things where I was like, they're gonna leave the dungeon, they're out of spell slots, most of them, like they're leaving, right? And then you stayed, and I was like, okay, the kobolds return, and then you stayed some more and split the party, and I was like, okay, the ghosts, like, I don't have a lot of HP, but I'm pretty confident I've got a good chance of, like, I was so close to killing you. Great job on surviving.
Thank you for doing that.
Good job on recounting the dice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I appreciate that, keeping me honest and everything.
There were 2 1s, but there were also 2 6s.
So the wish is to like get that RP time to get time to get to know the other player characters, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I really liked how like playing off of you as the really drunk seer of True Time. It was fun, and like I hope I blurred the line between silly and mystical a little bit, because that's one of the things I'm going for with those folks. And I cannot wait to show you more about the Seers of True Time. Alright, Atlas.
Hi. I enjoyed how you blended the story and combat, because I feel like in my experience of D&D, it's a lot of either one or the other, where it's like either we are fighting this monster and it's all we're doing, or we are deep in roleplay and there's like no other element going on. So I thought it was really interesting how you were able to bring those elements together.
Yeah, it's really important for me for the combat to feel flavorful, to be pushing the story forward, because otherwise why are we doing the combat, right? Like, so having stakes, having enemies doing reactions, describing the specifics of like Elegy as a ghost, that was great. Wish?
I don't know.
It's okay to
But
have.
I'm still taking it all in.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair. My star is I've got 2 stars for you. Playing as a mute character can be kind of like difficult, and your character doesn't need to stay like that. But you were able to communicate a lot about your character, like without those words,
And
just
it's a
with the
great
way
hook.
just with the way you described how you were acting. And then my second star is that first you decided not to pursue the ghost, and then you decided to pursue the ghost. Like, given the same situation twice, but I had a little bit less HP, you were like, I'm gonna do it. And I love that you survived to try it again another day.
Yes.
I'll
get you.
my wish is for you to know that I'm telling the truth when I say the ghost had 3 hit points left. No, my actual wish is for us to like talk about your, like, maybe meet over a call on Discord at some point to discuss like the world building for the nation you're going to be like. I want everybody to have a share in the world building, so that like it's not just me who's coming up with all of the way that things are, and more about your character.
One question for you.
Yes.
I know what this is.
You do?
I know what this is. Should I not pursue that?
No. This is
Okay.
I like all of the secrets that are in there are yours to uncover, and the more stuff you figure out, the better it's going to be for the campaign.
Okay,
right?
cool.
Like,
Are there like magical items or something in there?
yeah.
Who wants it?
You do.
All right, I'll take it.
My personal opinion is that we give it to Haley last, because Haley is a librarian, and Haley, and I believe you will figure out a lot of the stuff if it's given to you. And also, you decided to join 2 days after I showed you that I was making this for the players. So
I didn't look at it in detail whenever you were showing it to me.
I know. I know. But I know that it's one of your big motivations to stay to be at the table. So that's just a suggestion. Y'all can decide who takes it home, as long as you bring it back the next session if you're able to attend.
Can I express one more wish?
Yeah.
I would like to be able to have the opportunity to describe our attacks
Yeah.
a little bit more.
That's a thing that I in the way that I describe combat, I tend to try to run it efficiently, and I don't do a lot of descriptions for the attacks of the enemies. That's an initiative that I would like to ask that you take, to be like, I do this attack, and then or before you roll the dice or after you roll the dice, to feel free to tell me, hey, shut up. I know, go ahead and count the damage that you took, but this is this is what it looks like. This is what it does. So, but yeah.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Feel free to interrupt me at any time and take the spotlights. I want all of you to have the spotlights at different moments of the game.
Cool.
Alex,
when we were on Roll20, the way that you were throwing some role playing into each of your turns really inspired me and helped me feel comfortable with role playing today. So I wanted to thank you.
Yeah, feel free to give each other stars and wishes if you want. I feel like that tends to be helpful. It's not just my opinion of how y'all do your characters that matters, if you want. But I'm gonna stop the recording here.